So I just want to talk about Genshin real quick here. This is about players uh, who just need to tell everyone that they're quitting Genshin. They're burned out with Genshin. You don't need to tell the people who are playing and enjoying Genshin for the way that it is, who are just trying to enjoy something, who are not really expecting a lot. There's no other game that's even though there are games that like have PvP like MOBA or Fortnite, in the end it will still get repetitive. There's no non-repetitive game. So if you think that it's time for you to stop playing, you just quit the game. You can just come back later on. Burnout is normal, especially if you don't love the game that much. If you have a lot very high expectations, uh, it's not an MMO. But even then, you don't play. Why don't you just play an MMO? There's no stamina system. So there's a lot of other games out there. So and also. Uh, they say that MMOs cannot be categorized with Genshin, but they keep comparing Genshin anyway. Still, saying this new game, Lost Ark, has no resin stamina system, but it's better than Genshin. See, so they still compare to Genshin. So just play that game, or play other games. There are a lot of games coming out every week, every day. A lot of new games, and there's still a lot of games that you haven't played, so just play those games. You don't need to tell other people that you hate Genshin, the people that like Genshin, that you hate Genshin. It's been like this for a year. People complaining no content for a year, repetitive. Everything's repetitive. Fighting games are repetitive. Can be repetitive depending on the player. If I always win, so it's always repetitive. There's nothing new. You're just fighting players, even if the players are different. Still the same game. Even sex is repetitive. I had, I had sex with before when I with my very young girlfriend, just 21, and we had sex every day. So even that gets repetitive. Too much of something gets repetitive. So, well, anyway, yeah. So just take a break or just play some other game. So Genshin will never be a different game, even though they will give you an end game content, just like Honkai Impact. They have the Elysian Realm, which is a roguelike endless content. Even that even that end game content will have its limits, and still people will still get burned out playing it hundreds and thousands of times for months over a year. Burnout is normal. You don't have to spread your burnout or your hate to other people. It's contagious. It's just like secondhand smoke. Even though that other people is not smoking, but the person beside you is smoking, so you're inhaling secondhand smoke. It's dangerous. So it's even more dangerous. So opinions are dangerous as well, or just contagious as well. So it ruins the mood for other players who are enjoying Genshin Impact, who like Genshin Impact. I love my characters. But yeah, I do get bored, get burned out with my character, so I switched to another character. So how about that? So yeah, I switched to another character. So if I get burned out with this account, I switch to my other account with my other characters. If I get burned out with resin in general, so entirely, so I let it rest cap. So when I logged into this account, it's 160 resin, so I let it resin gap, you know, I let it cap. So if you really burn out, just don't do the dailies, no. So you are forced to, if you don't want to do the dailies and you want characters, so you can't get characters without doing anything. You can't get a lot of things without doing anything. That's not how the world works. So if you don't want to play the repetitive stuff, but you still want characters, you pay for them. So that's how the free-to-play system works. So yes, everything has its advantages. Everything must come to an end. But if you're like me, I just like to chill. Well, I'm not. I'm pretty hardcore. So if if you are just casual gamer, you just want the next new thing to interest you or to entertain you. Just hop on to the next new game like the Lost Ark. So you don't need to bother the Genshin players who are just enjoying Genshin for the way it is and who are just very, very patient. Who can just wait. We can just wait for if ever they give us new endgame content. But I'm fine. I'm fine just collecting characters, maximizing my characters. You know. I'm not one of those who hype train people, casual, very very casual players who just hop on to the next new thing. They will be very enthusiastic and try to get you to play the game with them, and then those people they get bored quickly after days, weeks, or months, and then they will drop the game, and then you who love the game, you will be left. They will leave you, you know, just like that. They will leave you to do their next thing, to do the next game that comes out. So it's useless trying to get people hyping up other people, you know. You should play this game, but and then you're just a hype trained person, casual player, and then you will move on to the new game. So you will just leave that your friend, that other player that you hyped up to join you, to play with you, to play the same game with you. You will just leave them in the air. So that's why even though people keep telling me that they hate Genshin, it's repetitive, it sucks. I don't care. I keep playing Genshin because that's the only game that I like to play at the moment, and I love collecting characters and building my characters and collecting weapons. I'm like a hoarder. I like to hoard items, you know, items and characters and collect. So I love the gameplay. So yeah, this is the only game that I want to play at the moment. I don't like MMOs, especially those open world PvP MMOs, pay to win. So this game I can't be bothered. No one's bothering me. I'm just breaking my own limits, mastering the game's mechanics, trying out new mechanics, trying out new characters, just waiting for new places to explore. I haven't even completed exploring the whole map yet. So I still have a lot of things to do, and it's great that I can only log in for the game for a few minutes a day, because if I can only log in for a few minutes with the game a day, I can do other things. I can be more productive. So I'm not addicted. I'm not addicted to games, you know. I'm not so addicted that I hate the game because they won't let me level up my characters. But because I know how this game works, I can strategize. So this game is a resource management game, so I don't care. So because I've already got this figured out, so I can 36 stars abyss because I know how to manage resources. I don't just pull randomly. I can control my urge. So yeah, it depends, you know. What are your goals to play? So I don't expect people or developers or the game to give me the mind-blowing content to entertain me every time. I make my own content. I make my own adventures. I do my own thing. So I'm not dependent. So I'm not dependent on the developers or people's opinions or the hype or other people telling me what game to play or what game they will play, the game that they don't like. And I'm just mind blown Alright, but first I want to take a talk about the 15 minutes a day. So 15 minutes, that's like if you just do the commission, if you just want the primo gems, so 15 minutes, yes. So if you don't have other characters, so yes, maybe 15 minutes. So but that's just the way it is. It's a mobile game, but I've overcome that difficulty, and all my accounts are just sitting pretty. I really don't need to farm. That's why I let it rest and cap to 160. uh, 15 minutes, but I'm not sure about the 15 minutes because we still have some things to do, world to explore. I'm not sure about the 15 minutes. You need to do abyss. So I think those people just want to get something to be entertained. They want to be spoon-fed entertainment or primo gems or something. That's why 15 minutes. Even though those, if you're a whale, I can understand 15 minutes because things just die in a few seconds. But if you're not a whale, 15 minutes, I don't think so. Because you also need to run domains. Well, if you are the build characters, but if you can't, you need to do abyss. You know, if you don't, well, if you don't have anything to do, if you have no characters to farm, well, you do have a lot of characters. Well, if you haven't been playing for a year, so you still need more than 15 minutes to farm for all these materials. But I don't know with these people. There's 15 minutes repetitive. All games are repetitive. In the end, after a few days, weeks, all games will be repetitive. But at least here we have free content, free characters. Just take if you're just patient. Yeah. So what else? Yeah. So I'm also mind blown by people saying they hate Genshin and they want to quit Genshin, but they're still playing Genshin. So I don't know. I don't know what's the problem with the people. They say they want to quit, but they're still playing. Oh, so yeah. So there's a lot of inconsistency there. So if you want to quit, you don't have to drag other people into quitting the game. You know, we're just enjoying the game. So that's it. So have a great day.